Ladies and gentlemen, AI just changed SEO forever. Hundreds of new tools have emerged, but everyone still is using the same old SEO tools. And that's exactly why they are falling behind. While they rely on Ahrefs and SEMrush, a new wave of AI tools is quietly dominating Google rankings. You heard that correct, you guys. So we have actually tested dozens of them, and I want you guys to understand that these are the few that actually stood out that can give you an unfair advantage. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and start off with the tool that impressed us the most. This one is what is known as Link Finder. Now, links and authority, they are still what move the needle in Google and now in AI search. But while some people spend days doing outreach and getting zero replies, top teams are actually using this site known as Link Finder. Now, Link Finder, you guys, this is a link building tool designed to help you find high quality backlinks in just 3 clicks at the best price on the market. They aggregate data from 30 plus top link building marketplaces and have a database of over 400,000 sites actively accepting backlinks. You heard that correct. All right. So if we actually take a look here at the very top, you guys are going to see we have AI search, we got bulk, we got keywords, we got similars, we got competitive analysis, and a lot more. So one of the best features here, or at least the feature that I love the most, is what is known as the AI search feature. All right, so literally all you have to do is just enter information about your site, and in 30 seconds, you actually get a full list of quality backlinks ranked with a personalized link finder score. All right, so first things first, all you have to do is you need to enter a website URL. So for example, we're going to go ahead and do what is known as SE ranking. That is what we're going to choose here. Okay. And we're going to click on next. Then after that, you need to add competitors. All right. So very important, enter up to 3 competitor domain names to analyze their backlinks. All right. So this is actually pretty cool. So one of the biggest ones is what is known as SEMrush. So if we actually take a look, we're going to go ahead and paste that in there. Boom. All right. And you guys can see that right there. Pretty easy and simple, right? Then we're going to do Ahrefs. Okay. That's another big one as well, as you guys kind of heard me mention, right? So let's go and put that in there. And then we got one more, which is going to be SEO.com. All right. Very important. All right. Then once you officially do this, you're going to go ahead and hit that little plus again. Then you're going to click right here for next. All right. So now you need to actually put in a website description, right? Describe your site's niche to guide the AI. So in this case, we're going to do a SaaS SEO. That is what we're going to do here. Okay. So let's go ahead and put that in there real quick. So we got a SaaS SEO tool to help with keyword research, backlink analysis, and SEO task. All right. Then after that, we're going to click next. And then finally, important keywords, you guys. Okay. There are going to be some important keywords. All right. So the keywords that I am going to be looking for, let's say digital marketing related keywords. All right. That is what we're looking for. All right. So enter the main keywords for your net linking campaign. All right. And we're going to click right here for find links. And once again, you guys, this thing literally happens within less than 30 seconds. Right. So what you're actually going to be able to see here, you guys, you're going to be able to see a full list of domains, each with a link finder score that is actually going to be able to help you quickly identify the best opportunity. Now, once we get done with this, you guys, I'm going to show you something that is extremely cool, especially whenever it comes to link finder. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, after waiting a little bit over 30 seconds, less than a minute, we finally have all our information right here on the dashboard. All right, so for example, over here, we have the domain, We got the best price. We even have the LS, keywords found, right? So very important you guys understand that. We got traffic, RD, TF, CF, TTF. Over here, we have the top 3 keywords, all right? And then over here, we have the top 4 keywords, all right? So in this case, I want you guys to understand you can filter literally everything here. We can actually go right here for best price. We're going to do less than, let's say 500 euros. All right. So you guys can see exactly how this works. But not only that, you guys can even see over here keywords, right? So we can actually filter this as well. So in this case, let's just go ahead and do like equal to 3. And you guys can see right here all the information. So this is actually really awesome. I'm not going to lie. I like this. I like this a lot. All right. So I need you guys to understand, I mean, you can basically filter this on any type of criteria that you want, right? So obviously your overall goal should be to focus on high quality sites, all right? Now, all the SEO, you guys, the relevant data here for each site, it is available literally in one click, all right? So if you actually take a look over here by the domain, you can see that you can heart stuff, but you can also see this little eye. Once you click on that, it provides you information, right? So for example, you guys can see right here, we have 8news.co.uk, and then there's even a website as well. So you guys can actually see that. So this is actually pretty awesome. Provides you everything that you need, you guys, all right here in one click, right? So you guys can see right here, link publishers, right? We have all this information as well. Down here, we got backlinks, we got keywords, positions, we got ads, right? We got traffic and audience. So you guys can see everything, right? You can even see this little chart, organic traffic, right? Top location. So you guys can see this, all right? So this is awesome. You can actually do this for every single one of these, right? Obviously, as mentioned, it's going to be able to help you focus on the top high quality sites, all right? Which is great, all right? Now, I also want you guys to understand, they do have a competitor gap feature as well, which actually lets you find websites that are linking to your competitors, all right? But not to you, not to you. All right. So you guys will see right here, you can actually exclude backlinks from a domain, right? You can even see right here, a list of excluded domains. Okay. So I want you guys to understand, I mean, for the competitor search feature, I mean, they have what is known as competitive analysis. So we have competitor analysis, and you guys can see that right here. So technically it's kind of the same process that I have already showed you. All right, which is pretty awesome. All right. Now, something else that we can kind of talk about here really quick, you guys, is going to be keywords. All right. So they do have what is called a keyword search feature. So if we actually go right here for keywords, where you can enter 1 keyword per line, right, up to 100 maximum. So for example, I just kind of pulled a whole bunch of keywords from Google, right? So 30 keywords related to SEO. And yeah, you probably need to actually go through one by one. We got back. Let's actually do 28. Let's see if we can do that really quick, right? We're going to do copy. We're going to do paste. And there we go. So yeah, we need to probably go through each and every single one of these. So enter up to 100 words, 1 per line to scan Google SERPs, right? So I'm kind of curious if it will be able to find all this. Terms, users, type, and search engine. So keywords, we got keyword types. Let's actually get rid of this real quick here. Let's see if it will change anything else. So yeah, we may have to just have 1 keyword, but you guys can see we have a whole bunch of information here, which is very beneficial. So I'm just kind of curious if I just click find links, if it's going to find something here. So a good chance you probably need to be a little bit more accurate. Like I said, I just kind of pulled the information directly from Google. Not only that, you guys, we're going to be able to do the exact same thing. So it takes a little bit of time here, 30 seconds, right? And then once we get to the dashboard, we can actually go ahead and create our filters as well. Alrighty, so ladies and gentlemen, yeah, once again, about 30 seconds. This is the exact same process, all right? So we answered 30 keywords that were related to SEO, and we can actually filter the price as well, right? So let's go ahead and do less than. Once again, we're going to do 500, right? You guys can see that. And then we can even choose top 3 keywords once again, right? So you guys can see that, right? So technically we have some right there, which is actually pretty cool. And then we can even take off this filter as well, and you guys can see all the information that you need. All right. So overall, this tool right here, you guys, it literally starts at just $13 a month on annual plans, and it can actually save you thousands of hours and dollars on your link building campaigns. Now, with the exclusive promo code Top Digital Products 30, you can get at a one-time 30% off discount on all of the monthly plans. All right, so very important you guys understand that. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So this next tool that I would like to talk about that I think you guys will definitely like, and not to mention, guys, there are hundreds of AI content tools that are out there, right? Very important you guys understand that. But very few actually deliver. Now, WiseWand, it is one of them, all right? So with WiseWand, you can actually generate truly humanized SEO content, articles that don't just exist, but actually rank on the long run and actually get read. You heard that correct. All right. Now, very important, you guys, what makes it different is the balance between SEO performance and readability. So you're not getting keyword stuffed or generic SEO content. You're actually getting useful, well-structured articles designed for both Google and guess for who else? Well, for humans, right? So this is actually pretty cool, okay? So you guys can actually see the overall dashboard. We do have the overall modes, right? Article, affiliation, we got e-commerce, and we even have what is known as discover, okay? And after that, you guys will even see up here, we have the dashboard, right? We got contents, we got projects, and we even have personas, all right? So I need you guys to understand that the AI analysis, right? So technically what it does, right, it analyzes the SERP, the SERP, all right, integrates relevant entities, synonyms, and even internal linking, right? So your content, you guys, it is ready to perform from generation, which is actually pretty cool, all right? So you guys will see right here, subject, we got one, multiple, we even got file, we even have the brief, so parameter, plan, options, and publication. And you can even see right here, we have the language, all right, which is very important, okay? Now, you can also customize tone and style. Very important you understand that. And you can actually choose between multiple writing modes, right? As stated, article, affiliation, e-commerce, and discover, all right? Not only that, you guys, but we're talking about blogging, we're talking about affiliate, we're talking about e-commerce, as mentioned, local SEO. So technically, it can match the exact search intent. Very important. All right. Now, hundreds of sites, they are already using what is known as WiseWand. All right. Actually, they're using this to scale content. But right now, you can actually get a 25% off, okay, during their international launch. You can get 25% off, you guys, which is actually really good. So the next AI tool that I really like and I'm super impressed by is what is known as keywords insights, okay? Now, just to go one step further, okay, that what other keyword research does, I want you guys to understand, this one completely automates one of the most time-consuming parts of SEO, which is keyword clustering and search intent mapping. So technically, you guys, instead of manually organizing thousands of keywords, especially in spreadsheets, which I'm pretty sure we've all been there, Keyword Insights uses AI to group them into highly relevant topical clusters based on how Google actually ranks content, right? So very important. You guys can see right here, we do have what is known as the keyword discovery. We have what is known as the keyword list. We have that keyword clustering, as we just kind of talked about. But I want you guys to understand that this means that you instantly know which keywords belong on the same page, right? And which ones actually need separate contents, okay? On top of that, it generates detailed content briefs for each cluster. So you know exactly what to cover, how to structure your article, and how to actually match the search intent, right? So in practice, I need you guys to understand this right here, you guys, it saves hours of manual work. Okay, very important you guys understand that. Not only that, but it also helps you build a much more coherent and scalable content strategy. All right, so if you're doing SEO at scale, well, you guys, in my overall opinion, this is a no-brainer tool. Okay, so they do have, once again, content brief. We got the writer assistance, and we even have title AI. So you guys, this right here will help you out dramatically. And then finally, you guys, I would like to introduce you to none other what is known as Catchdomes. You heard that correct, you guys. This is a purely, in my opinion, a strategic tool focused on one thing: expired domain acquisition. Okay? So it actually helps you find and secure expired domains that already have strong authority and powerful backlink profiles, right? A little bit different. So instead of actually starting a brand new site from scratch, you can actually build on an existing foundation, which is a massive shortcut, especially if you want to rank faster, right? This is kind of unique. So what makes Catchdomes stand out is actually how they go further than traditional tools. They go a lot further. They actually use AI to categorize domains and apply advanced filters so you can actually quickly find opportunities that match your niche, right? And not only that, but also provide quality criteria, okay? So I want you guys to understand, in literally just a few clicks, you can identify high potential domains that would normally take hours to find manually, right? So for example, let's say if you're building sites, PBNs, or launching new SEO projects, this right here, you guys, is a serious advantage, right? So you guys will see right here, you're going to be able to easily click, right, for domains, right? You can change them. You can go through them all. We got the language category. All right. You can see that TF/CF ratio, whole bunch of stuff. And looky here, you guys, the history. Look at the history. All right. So this right here is awesome as well. Okay. That's pretty cool. We can even see the price. Okay. Look at this one. Right. So once you guys understand, pretty awesome and pretty cool. Okay. Especially whenever it comes to these different AI tools. Once again, check them out. Alrighty, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a very detailed breakdown review. Now, obviously, there's probably a lot more information. All you have to do is check out the links down below in the description. But more importantly, be sure to smash up that like button, smash up the subscribe button, leave a comment, and tell me what do you think. We'll see you in the next video.